Phasmophobia, an extreme fear of ghosts or the supernatural. It can cause intense anxiety or dread, such as at night or in the dark, causing sleep problems, mental health issues, or a negative effect on your quality of life. That's exactly what this game is hoping to provoke, as we take a first look at Phasmophobia, especially the Halloween event. But before we dive into the Halloween event, let's talk about the game itself. Phasmophobia is a 4-player online co-op psychological horror game. You can play solo or team up with your friends and share in the spooks and screams. Before leaving the warehouse, you can decide on what location you want to investigate and what gear you want to take with you. Then, it's time to investigate. You'll pick from over 10 locations where you will gather evidence and determine which ghost type is the one haunting the location. But it won't be that simple. The ghost will play tricks on you by breathing in your ear, turning off the power, throwing objects, and even hunting, in which the ghost will attempt to track you down and kill you. Now, let's look at the gameplay of this year's Halloween event. It's called Crimson Eye. We picked up where we left off last October, where ghost hunters summoned the blood moon using a mysterious cauldron. Now the blood moon is back, and paranormal energy has drastically increased, resulting in a new weather type, the blood moon. During investigations, you will have optional objectives, and you'll have to photograph any blood altars you find to earn blood points. These blood points will help you earn brand new rewards with the ghost hunting community. But it won't be a cakewalk. The blood moon empowers and makes the ghost stronger. There is also a new event board added to the warehouse between the truck and the interior door. The board has new challenges added, Ranger Challenge and Sunny Meadows Survival. There are 4 locations to choose from for the event: Edgefield Road, Willow Street, Grafton Farmhouse, and Point Hope. Okay, enough of the rundown of the event. Let's actually play everything. I teamed up with Shirtless Dan and Grimnir Allfather. We kicked off our ghost hunting experience in the Halloween event by going to Edgefield Road. Of course, us being us, we thought, we got this. So we've gotten 3 altars so far. I've got nothing on the EMF. It's been quiet.
Oh, well, I'm dead.
But little did we know that within our, quote, warm-up game, we would almost all die.
It's hunting.
Yep, I'm dead. I'm dead. So we tried again. And of course, got it.
There's the 3-star.
Hunt. Yep. Sweet.
We did it!
We're golden.
That should be a 3, yeah. We just have a 2 on one of the totems, but otherwise we're good on everything else.
Look at us. Professionals.
Hey, look at us. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
And after we guessed the correct ghost, we checked the status of our community progress. And... wait, what? It barely moved? This seems to be a problem we noticed throughout the game, but we will discuss this a little later. Let's look at the art design. Kinetic Games changed the design of their lobby. It has a red hue to it, and in the middle of the floor, where the trophy case is a giant altar with a blood moon in the middle of it. And when you travel to a location, you'll notice it's raining blood outside. Then, when you step into the house, you immediately see red lights everywhere, and there are markings all across the walls and floor. This added to the spooky Halloween event compared to the normal everyday look, which is a dark house and no markings across the walls. Now to the soundtrack, or should I say non-existent soundtrack. The game doesn't have any musical beds, but there is a radio in the lobby that you can turn on. Normally it plays hype music, but this time it was spooky, scary type sounds. I'm not quite sure, but you can decide for yourself. But the game is well known for all of its sounds, from the equipment, to your heart racing, to the ghost breathing in your ear, or either performing a ghost event or hunting. Overall, Phasmophobia started off as an indie game that soon gained momentum as streamers and YouTubers played it during October 2020. From there, the game went through several updates, such as a new warehouse lobby, a new truck, new equipment, ghost models, and locations. Kinetic Games has also given players 8 events, and this Halloween event being the 9th, and being the first community event. The community event has stirred a bit of criticism from players because the progression doesn't seem to move. At the end of our gameplay, we managed to get the progress bar 0.60%. A day later, Kinetic Games released the latest update, and progression changed considerably. It seems developers determined the algorithm needed adjustment, or they were waiting for the console gamers to join in on the fun, which the game released on console the day after the Halloween event launched. This release wasn't without problems, including the biggest issue, voice recognition, where players can chat with their friends, but when using the Spirit Box, console players will have to use text lines. But since then, the game has received updates to fix some of the bugs, and I was able to grab my new Blood Moon ID card. I hope to finish the Halloween event before it ends on November 13th. Until then, this is your first look at Phasmophobia's Halloween event, The Crimson Eye.